Welcome, everyone, to Houston, Texas, home to the Rice Owls, and we've been looking forward to this game all week long. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a squad from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Rice Owls offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Watson. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bearcats have taken it inside the 20. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Black. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give from the gun. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barnett. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Finds his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Under fire. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. goes the quarterback. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Makes the catch inside the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Gets the back moving. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far, is they haven't turned the football over.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Jackson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Jenkins. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown! Oh! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Watson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's why they'll put it in play. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Paul, or try to get in range to get some kind of points before.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, and they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking downfield. It's Watson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Tempo and overdrive. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and he's loose. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's got it on the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going up top again. Touchdown, Bearcats! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They go 83 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gives it on the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Might as well give it to him again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you You can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And some room to work. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
To the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the back. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time. Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Caught near the stick. It's Barnett. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 45. Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Watson. Finds his man. It's Porter. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he strides his way into the end zone.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Alexander. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Jenkins. Finds his tight end. Wide open spaces. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Look out, he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time. And you're...
Oh, a lot of space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Watson. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very important.